Cough, cough. Alrighty, tape is rolling, getting ready to go live on the radio, boys and girls.
It's laying down and taking it from Spec.
Yep, right at the butt.
Just thrust this.
Yes. And as the bot breaks.
Bot broke. What is this?
Down.
Insert intro here.
Bot was working earlier.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz. Technical difficulties long.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we don't know what the hell we're doing and interpreting the news. So you
And
don't have
of
to.
course, it's release 48. Welcome to today's show. It is Thursday, November 16th, 2017, here inside Shroud of the Avatar. How's everybody doing and getting along out there in the new release? Of course, all sorts of fun stuff already happening on the lot today. Of course, we've got some of the new goodies laid out for you to take a look at, and some of our devs are actually showing off some of the new stuff, if we can get them to sit down for a minute in a little while. But I'm
You mean
gonna guess
stop laying
Gix
down
is-
and taking it from... Yeah, Gix is laying down and taking it from Spec.
Yeah,
so.
well, you know how much he loves that, so.
Yeah. And then we also... Oh, I finally have my seat back.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
1 o'clock comes and Fletch gets up, and let's show everybody what Fletch is. I just love this because this is just too funny. He's just walking around in the hospital
and the
gown.
amazing Technicolor hospital gown.
Well, I love the fact that he's got the helmet on, and it's the protective helmet, the Deep D helmet. So, the rainbow.
What are you talking about? He's not wearing a helmet.
It looks
That's
like
his haircut.
Is that his haircut?
That's his haircut.
That's a funky looking
Page
haircut.
boy, huh?
He's
Yeah.
got the page boy haircut.
It's a little longer now, isn't it?
He's gone.
Well,
I don't know what
looks
it
like
is,
a
but
soup
he's
bowl
got
on his head. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, he's got the bowl cut. So just so that way Spec knows, this is much more of a bowl cut than Shooter.
That's like. I'm not even going to talk to you guys anymore.
We only say these things because we love you.
That's right.
No,
Got
you
a
don't.
show to
These are
love
lies.
here. Look, Gix is showing all his love to you as we speak right out there. As you two
He's
are
giving
brawling.
you the love. I mean, he's standing there and letting you do weird things to his body.
He's 266 GMs right now. I can't kill him.
She's just hoping he's going to.
I'm trying really hard.
The show.
The funny thing is, he keeps on getting healed by his
water elemental back there.
That's Spec's water elemental.
Oh, is that hers? I just saw it there. So all this activity.
The funny
going
part
on
is,
in
like,
front of us.
Gix really is doing absolutely nothing.
He's
so
just
his
standing
healing
there
is,
taking it. Yeah. Bash, bash, bash.
there he's casting the occasional heal. Yeah, so Fletcher is on set today with the hospital gown and the name.
It is a hospital gown. Oh my god.
It is.
I didn't know that. I was like, yeah, I think it was like a hospital gown.
Yes, it's not Serafina, even though Spec kept on calling her Sarah this morning.
That's Sarah. That's right.
I know,
Sarah.
Seth.
It's my
Sarah.
second color
Seth.
hospital gown. That is
Yeah.
one amazing looking piece of clothing. Now, Atos was here earlier. And,
he had to go to the dev hubs.
I know.
To do some
He had to
weird
go
things.
craft some stuff for the upcoming dev
And
auction.
shh.
Ooh, sorry.
Not supposed to talk about that. Not supposed to. But right now he's out in the Elysium mines. I guess he needs some silver.
Oh, I thought they were able to just conjure that up from a box.
Well, they go to the box and then they can take it out, and then they go back to the. They have to close the box, open the box again, take more out, and they have to keep on doing that over and over and over again. And if you really pay attention, you can also see that Darkstar is also in the developer crafting hub as well.
I saw that earlier.
Yeah, so he's making the goodies.
These guys out there working
Yeah.
hard.
Oh yeah, and Gix is asking for Spec to stab him faster, faster and harder.
Oh, she got
faster.
him too. There he goes.
Yeah. Oh, he finally died.
Now, of
course,
course,
he just
does she
down
get
again.
his head?
Nope, jawbone.
She doesn't get any
Nope.
head from Gix. Okay,
No head. I just got a mouth.
She got a bone though.
she got a bone. There we go.
Yes. So where were we on the release 48 notes? Do you remember?
I
We did the
have
mine.
no clue.
We did
Actually,
some
I
side
probably have a
quests.
good clue, but let's talk about some of these pretty new items we got that came in left from the telethon. I've got a couple items up on the lot here. We got the
bloody tux and the bloody dress.
bloody tux and wedding dress laid out here for you to take a look at. Of course, Flaming Nightmare statue is going to be a nightmare for those of you at your lighting limits. I had to take down the Christmas tree in order to put that up because it is a light source.
Those glowing eyes.
The flame
Make
on the
it a
back.
light.
Actually, it looks pretty cool if you come over here and take a look at it. I mean, it's pretty well lit up there. You know, the flame coming off the head and
You need a city lot for that thing, man?
I just have the glowing eyes. Maybe I need to go back into my options and
I don't know, but there's,
change
yeah,
my
you got-
video.
Got
for
big old
something.
flames coming off the top of the main on my screen here, and then
Yep, that's what I
a little
see.
further down the road, need a little light over here, but I can't because all the light sources have been taken up.
Looks like a guild
I've got the
right
camera
there.
bloom, camera effects, and all that other stuff. The only thing I have turned off is shadows, which I set were low. You've got your spooky fountain that's
Spooky
broken.
fountain out. That's right. Just show everybody what that looks
Right.
like on the
Hold
lot.
on. And you can harvest water from it.
Dr. Nick.
Oh, and that wasn't Sid. I was so hoping that was Sid.
Who was that?
Yep.
Who was that masked? And why does it work for them and not for us?
Well, I closed the bot after the intro and reopened it if you didn't pay attention.
Well,
And
no,
then
it
after
was a
that, you
little
heard
too
all kinds
late
of
at
weird
that
stuff.
point.
Yeah, it was a little bit too late.
So I like how the fountain is a little off kilter at certain parts, and
Yeah, I like the fact that as I try to harvest water from it, I continuously just walk around and
is
around.
it
and around.
harvestable? I couldn't find anything to click on.
Oh, there
It is.
there it is. Yes,
Outside
it's
of
filling a
there.
bucket. I got my bucket of water. Whew. See,
Ah,
you
very
can use it.
nice. Yes,
yeah.
very nice.
Oh, and dawn is approaching, so it's time for that volumetric lighting issue
Yes,
to come
yes.
about.
Let's go
It's-
and enjoy the new volumetric
Oh,
lighting. Actually,
yes.
it didn't happen till
Particulates, man.
Well, the
Till
sun has to
dusk.
get. Oh yeah, it was dusk when it
How's
started.
the lot
that's-
situated?
Well, that just means we need to face to the east.
we would have to
So,
just be
we've got all the
facing.
houses.
Yeah, we'll see it throughout the show. But the
Yeah.
volumetric lighting's got some
Sunset.
interesting
It's gonna
effects
be
off the bat. Is
The crepuscular lights, which are the sun's rays blowing through everything. Yes.
the English
Yes.
teacher.
Well, I may have been mispronouncing that. I don't know. I have to look at the spelling of it. The crepuscular. Although
And then,
crepus-
of course, the prisoner mask down here. If you want to just highlight over that and bring that up on screen for folks. Sitting in between.
Yes,
I know
the prisoner's
that Gix
mask.
was actually wearing the prisoner mask. Is he still wearing that?
I need to find Gix on the screen.
No, he's wearing a mustache helmet.
Oh, yeah, no, he's got the mustache and mustache cloak.
Mustache cloak.
Yes,
Yeah.
which is very nice. I saw that. What is the pleather that he's wearing as armor?
Plate chest armor, the plate leggings, and plate gauntlets.
Plate
So he's just wearing normal plate.
That doesn't
It's
look
not-
like plate. It looks like...
I know. That was
Well,
my
it's the Royal Founder plate.
it doesn't say
Exactly.
Royal Founder on it. It just says plate.
lady.
Eternal pattern and Royal Founder's plate chest. So he's
Right.
he's wearing the Royal Founder plate.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, the cloak is covering up the fact that you can't see the little badge that's on the left.
Well, even at
breast.
that, I mean, maybe he's got a pattern. No, I don't know. He's got the Royal Founder's pattern on his plate chest armor. Is that what it is?
No, it's just plate.
Royal Founder pattern, yeah, he said.
Well, again, it should
That's why I
be-
don't wear pants. Look at the thing. You don't look like
Ah,
plate.
it's obsidian crafted armor with the Royal Founder pattern.
That's
Yeah.
again, because I know that's not the way the Royal Founder armor is titled. So he's got the pattern on there. Very cool.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what he said.
And then, of course, let's not forget over in the corner there, hanging on the post, I've got the skull cloak.
Oh yeah. Skull cloak hanging on the
Let's
corner.
Let's get up and model. that
I'm
one for
I'm
everybody.
just looking at it from here and mousing over it.
All right, I'm not going to put it on because it'll kill my light source anyway. So
Lies in
I
that
know
anti-light spell.
there'll be how many guilds out there that'll try and make that their guild cloak?
2.
2.
Just 2.
And where's all the bards today, man? I hate it when I have to work.
Wait,
triple
hold on.
duty
I've got
around
this
here.
on for you.
Yeah, no, I know what song you got, and I'm just gonna go override that.
Are you sure about that? Because I was typing
I'm
in something.
absolutely sure of that. Yes. Of course, when I've got it set to
We have a passive Reaper on a passive Reaper. It's a pacifist Reaper.
I don't like this
I misspelled.
targeting.
I misspelled it, and it got the Vita.
God, Davida.
Anyway, moving right along.
Oh, I
that's
forgot it,
just
duh.
some of the highlights from all the telethon rewards and stuff just to get the day started for you. And, of course, lots of new stuff out there to explore. You'll get to see the volumetric lighting as we go through the show. We'll point out
Yes.
what's
Well,
actually happening. And
If you point your camera between the houses in front of us,
yes,
you
there
can
it
actually
is.
get the volumetric lighting, and you just
see
have
that.
to kind of tilt it, pan the camera around a little bit. Although
Yeah,
I
it really
dismiss
doesn't.
my light.
It doesn't show as well as it will when it's behind us at the angle
But
we have. here.
as the passive Reaper goes through, we'll be able to get some volumetric lighting through its branches if we're lucky. If it would move over a couple feet. There it is. I got it to where it's like I got the volumetric lighting through the passive
Yeah.
Reaper's leaves.
Don't have quite exactly the right angle from here, but
Nope.
it's showing.
You're SOL.
Yeah, what else is new?
You know what? I did a Windows update yesterday.
Can I get a
Afternoon,
Reaper
and,
Christmas tree?
I forgot to open something up. Oops.
What did you forget?
Chatty.
How do you forget Chatty? Yeah, you got
Easily.
Fruckface out there. Fruck Awesome.
Oh,
Hey, what's the guy's name? You know? I can't- yeah.
careful though, careful.
It's Andy's going like, whoa now.
Enunciate there a little bit better.
Frickin' awesome, man. Frickin' awesome.
Well, yeah, now let's talk about that. Be careful with the essence from artifacts. They're like scrolls, and you just drag and drop, and you can make some mistakes. What do you mean by that? I thought you just dragged them. I tested them on the QA. They're just like repair kits. So you drag them onto your artifact that you want to repair, and boom, it gives you the repair but you have to have the essence now. Yes? No? What's your experience there, Fruck? Why don't you tell us about it?
So I thought it was like a Kodo kind of thing where you had to actually use a repair table, and so I dragged and dropped it out of the table into my pack, and it accidentally repaired one of my fully repaired artifacts.
Oops.
So if you didn't target anything, you're saying it didn't just fall into your pack and you have an essence in your pack that you didn't look for?
I think you tagged it onto the inventory on top of something that was already existing.
Yeah, we're actually trying to figure that out with Anwood because I didn't actually have an artifact in my pack, but it got used by something in there.
So something, okay, so when you were doing that, you just inadvertently, it dropped on something and you haven't been able to figure out what that was, is what you're saying.
Whoops.
Whoopsie.
That's a big old whoops.
So what was it, pray tell, that you smelted down in order to make that essence? Let me ask you that question.
Pax ring.
Pax ring. How many Pax rings do you have?
I bought a great deal of them.
Yeah, so did I. Welcome to the club, my friend. I bought a great deal of those and those very cheap Ring of Lux and Greater Lux and several other items.
Shields of Attraction.
Shields of Attractions, loots, discordant loots, was they? I don't know. I got a whole chest full of them inside, and of course, I actually spent the gold to repair those artifacts just in case they became valuable later on down the line. So.
Oh, they'll become valuable as people need them to crush them.
Well, that was the basic general consensus. Was everybody was selling these rings of luck for 2,000 and 3,000 gold. Well, guess who was out there buying them up? And now you need these to make the essence, and those essence I figure are going to be worth a pretty penny eventually. So,
good foresight there.
Yeah.
It completely depends on how much they up the drop rate of new artifacts.
Well, that depends also, and how many people don't decide to sell them themselves, break them down. There's a lot of mitigating factors there. Going to be interesting to see, but I think it'll take. What's that?
And if they become a little bit more breakable.
Well,
if their durability starts getting damaged a lot sooner, that would also impact.
I think it'll just take the glut of the excess artifacts that there are and get rid of them. So.
Yep.
Well, plus people are going to be breaking more of them too, trying to enchant them as well.
Well, there is the next one. Anybody done that yet?
Boy,
I've seen some people do it. I haven't been brave enough.
Yeah, we got to find out who's going to try that. That of course adds the extra twist. Now that they're enchantable and the mastercraftable and enchantable, I believe it was.
Yeah, and also again though, those take up a large amount of durability off the item as well. So.
And many of our artifacts, as it is, have a pretty low durability to begin with.
So all of that said, I think there will be a decent market for essences.
That was my gamble. Anybody else get in on that gamble?
Nope. I didn't get in on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And everybody else in the channel is going to be quiet. They're going to be mum about everything.
Too laborious. It was too laborious for me to do that.
I was actually expecting Fruck to answer in chat. I didn't realize he was in the room, but thank you, Fruck. You're awesome.
You're awesome, Fruck. Me.
Although Blood Omen does want you to know, hi, Mom.
Didn't he say that like an hour ago?
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. See, but now we can get her to talk. How you doing, Mom?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Okay.
I think we should,
Just
like,
hanging
you
out.
know,
I'm watching Fletcher do the airplane emote and the sound effects
Yeah.
as I'm waiting for Laz to figure out how to play a song. But I'll go ahead and play something for him.
well, you must not be hearing what I played because I did play a song, but that song
I heard you
ended.
play a song, but it ended and you didn't
Yeah.
start playing again.
No,
But
because
there's no problem. I got it taken care of.
That's okay. I can't hear you playing over there, so I don't worry about that. You see, you seem to forget that I can't hear anything played 2 feet away. So
Yeah, it's okay. Headphones.
moving right along.
So we have to figure out where we were at inside of the release notes because those are live. Did we talk about the fall?
You know, let me get there and I'll tell you.
Yeah, I think we're around the fall, which is that picture of the Rush 2112 album cover. Somewhere in there.
I think that's where we were at. We had just gotten to that. Of course,
Yeah.
it looks a little different in these notes than the notes we were looking at yesterday.
Yeah, that's what happens when you click the actual link instead of the forum post.
Well, we
But-
can put the forum post up just as simple.
That requires way too many button clicks, considering where I'm at. So if you go into the fall, adjustments were made to the bottom area of the fall, including the addition of new terrain islands, the smoothing of existing island edges for ease of movement, getting in and out of the water,
Ease of-
and the removal of hostile plant spawners. No longer will the annoying flesh flayers flay your flesh. Out in Crooked Shank, Ulrika, the waitress
so
in
there,
Soren the
there
Blacksmith.
goes the obsidian chips. Is that what they're saying?
I don't know. You'd have to figure that out.
Flesh Flare was a very, I know out in PvP areas, was a very good
Oh,
source
it's
of those.
great place to get some obsidian chips.
Now, there was some talk about the fall. Now, first off, we know the fall is also where you'll get some of these artifacts you can't get anywhere else. You have to delve into these PvP areas in order to get
Oh,
that
yeah.
stuff.
Well, I mean, it's encouraging people to go explore those zones. Out in Crooked Shank,
Is that what you
Ulrika,
call
the
it,
waitress.
really?
What, exploration?
Encouraging people to go explore those. Okay.
Well, so if you remember that the according to early discussions, and I'm talking over 2 years ago, the PvP zones were supposed to be the place where you can actually get the PvP components for PvP gear, which was supposed to be the best gear for PvP, which became essentially the obsidian armor, and so that becomes the best place to get the obsidian chips.
So, how do you prompt a non-PvPer to explore those zones? Let me ask you that question.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, thank you. You know where I'm going with that. So I'm not going to go there today, but
certain types of drops that you can only get in that scene. And then it becomes one where it's like, okay, you can either pay way too much money on the secondary market, or you can turn around and go farm it
or
yourself.
you can go die where you can't survive.
Lose all
anyway.
your gold, yeah.
So you lose all your experience.
Yeah, about 3K
don't
and
get
fucking
me
regions
started
gone. Yep.
Yeah. Think I've paid more in fines than you have lately.
You'll never see a fine on my account because I don't steal anything.
Well, you remember when I took Star into Blood Bay, and people kept on killing me and looting the Dark Star gear.
Well, that was something
And
else.
so,
Yeah.
so,
that's
uh, so
something
I
else
was
altogether.
I was paying the fine to recover my
You know,
items.
taking
items.
taking expensive gear into PvP areas is not something that is recommended for anybody.
Don't know what you're talking about.
But
It's fun stuff.
hey, if you got that kind of scratch to pay up, fine, well and good for me. But
Yeah, it adds up real fast too.
You have time to make that money back.
I'm not even gonna go there.
Please.
How much money you got in the bank?
In real life, you don't
No,
know.
in the game bank.
Uh,
I know how much money you got in the real bank.
So in the game bank, you cannot put gold in there. So
Yeah,
there's
okay,
absolutely
thank
no money in the bank.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Funny how they get the fines, though. How do they get the money?
They
charge the fine.
they come and they boot you for it, man. They come
The
and
hell?
hide you
How
after
they got
I-
access to it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that Master Valo does have a suggestion out in the forums on how to
come
make
shake
factions
your
work
butt
and everything
down,
else.
man. The guard
Yes,
comes
sir.
out of nowhere,
Lots
shakes
of
you
ways to
down,
make it better.
reaches in your coin purse, and takes that fine right out of there, man.
That's why you don't steal in town.
They shouldn't be able to get it. It's on your person, man. It's not the bag. How they get it? I don't see him come and get it.
Well, you would still have to make gold a
You
placeable
would
item
find
other
one
than Kodos.
credit.
Under the mattress.
So, what are we doing?
You're reading the notes? I don't know.
Well, you and Led Zepp are like way out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, we're listening to you, bro. Go ahead.
You sure about
Yes,
that?
he had a valid complaint. How do you get fined? Well, yeah, I mean, people want to know, how do you get fined? What happens when you don't have gold? Of course,
That
when you
was
don't have
something
gold,
that we
you
only
get-
discussed like 2 months ago.
Well, actually, there was notes in there on it earlier, wasn't there?
Well, if there are notes, that they would be way down below where we're at right now.
You're gonna go
They're
right
hidden-
down there.
hidden notes.
It's like way down here.
It's in the Book of
Going
Secrets.
further down.
The Book of
Yeah,
Secrets.
way down here is where that comment would be coming from, instead of where we're at, way up here.
I don't know.
Cracks. They added some text to a book. Desolus. Facus the beggar should now properly
Yeah,
accept
that just
coin.
means that Led Zepp's reading, but you understand how
No,
much of a
he's
breakthrough
not
that is.
reading. He doesn't know how to read. Okay, fine. Sieges in astronomy. They fix some stuff to make those actually work properly until they figure until Shroud Math gets involved, and then you'll be like, bug it. So you can always preemptively bug it and see whether or not they're right. They added a bunch of multiple entry points if you've discovered different points to entry and a ton of scenes. They fixed a ton of scenes for stuck spots, conversations, floating assets, missing assets, bad NPC patrols, inaccessible ore nodes, missing collision, audio issues, falling through the world, tree issues, etc. Bunch of scenes. Eventually, they're going
It's got
to
nothing to
rebuild
do with
some
et
other
cetera.
scenes, and they've spent some time with those 3 new mines. What? Nut butter?
Squirrel.
Squirrel? You sure about that? Are you positive?
Etc. Yeah. It's that town next to Black Rock Cove, right?
No, that's Exeter.
That's what I was saying.
etc.
That's what I was
Wait,
saying.
Right over his head.
You
My
dirty
God.
bastard. I wasn't paying attention to what he was saying at
I
all. I
know.
just heard him saying shit. It's like interrupting me. He's not even interpreting the news. He's just making weird sound effects.
All right, he's sorry. Go ahead.
Some load time reduction somewhere. I forgot to pay attention this morning while loading in what the load time reduction was actually like. Did you pay attention to it?
Yeah, I got stuck.
Oh, you got stuck at what percent?
I I got stuck, so I went to get a Pepsi.
Oh. So load times may or may not be improved. We don't know because we were doing other things while we were loading into the game based off of a long, sorted history of load times. So the update to Unity version 2017.2 should have reduced load times by about 5 seconds. And that should put most scenes around 15 seconds and larger scenes around 20 seconds or so. Maybe. Nested prefabs, all nested prefab building arrangements have had their decorations and lighting optimized to improve scene performance. And some nested prefab objects other than buildings receive similar optimization updates. And why do I hear like a dog panting in game? Oh, there it is. Led Zepp's dog.
Zep's got a dog?
Yeah. I just hear the panting in my ear, and it's like
He wants to lick your ass. He was going to come over and lick your ass. Which...
why would you train your dog to do that, man?
It's
Why?
nature. It's his nature. He licks his balls. He licks everything. Again, don't ask me. Fuck.
I mean, if you're,
Licks his own ass. Yeah, I mean.
yeah.
He gives you a kiss. Then comes over and gives you a kiss.
Yeah, you know, I never understood.
Oh, he's such a nice puppy.
I want to remind Led Zepp that in the outhouse is the raffle ticket toilet paper. Learn how to use it.
I don't go in there no more.
It's the softest raffle paper, toilet paper this side of the moon gates.
It's about all it's good for.
Yeah. Then we also have some other weird things with scene optimizations. They did targeted optimizations on scenes that had load times that were greater than 30 seconds, even after general optimizations. That includes Ardoris, Blood Bay, Brittany Alleys, High Vale Outskirts, and Blood River Outskirts. Player towns and player housing. They did do some POT tree and grass removers. They added new items for POT owners that they can place that remove trees and grass from areas in their towns. Now, can you restore those trees and grass?
They're blank blocks. 16 by 4 by 32. And I've got hundreds of them literally in my bank box now. Now, basically, these are just big blank squares that you lay down.
Over and over again.
They got small ones? They have smaller ones?
They have small ones. They have large ones. But I tell you what, this, in my opinion, is a fail. This is not a tool. This is... just, and again, it's
it's a duct tape patch.
Yes,
is what you're saying.
let's read a little bit more about this, and you'll understand.
Yes. Some remove just trees, and some remove both trees and grass. Once placed, other decorations can be placed over these without colliding.
Whatever's there across the board. Why did we need two of them?
Well, sometimes you want the wavy grass, and sometimes you want the trees. I don't know. POT owners will receive a large allotment of these as an automatic reward that they can claim in their bank. Note that these will count against deco limits. These will count against deco limits.
Yes, they are just blank deco.
Get out of here! Really?
Yes, really.
But they are increasing decoration limits to account for this. And so the POT owner's decoration limit increase is huge and substantial. If you own a holdfast, it goes from 40 items to 50 items.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hamlet, 60 to 75. Village, to 80 to 100. Crossroads, 100 to 125. Town, 160 to 190. City, 200 to 235. Metro, 260 to 300. I'm sorry to say, but you know what? You can't even decorate a holdfast with 300 items.
Metropolis.
Well, no, I'm saying that the metro limit should be the hold fast limit.
Well, thank you, but that's another
Yeah.
whole. That's another whole topic. It's another week's worth of topics.
I mean, it's like if you tried to limit the world builders to a limit of, okay, here's this 1 square kilometer, and you can place 50 deco items. They'd be like, what?
Well, here's my conundrum, okay? If all the scenes are actually the same, I can understand, why to sort of make it fair that a holdfast would get less, but
Yeah.
I would technically think the holdfast owner would get the bonus because he's not taking up all that space, so he would get more to deco with instead of less to deco with. Does that make sense?
Well, just
That's the phone.
there's so many like.
I think it's the lag is the issue here.
Well,
But I understand, but a
loading, shadows,
holdfast and a
everything
metro
else
are the
is-
same exact
Yeah.
size, okay? There's no difference in size. It's just the amount of stuff that you're allowed to place in it.
Yep.
So if my holdfast, and I can only place, 12,000 M3 in my holdfast compared to, 65,000 M3 in the Metropolis. If I'm only putting that much in, that means I should have all that free space and have plenty to deco with and still stay within a limit. But that's just, that's just me.
Well, the other thing is you have to remember that even though that they're giving us these tools, those items really aren't disappearing. They're just being hidden from view.
Exactly. They're not really tools.
And-
They're items. Huh?
Well,
That was my point. It's not a tool that, changes
Apparently, they
its
can't
terrain.
do that. So,
well,
otherwise they
that
wouldn't.
it's. I mean, it's so many issues related to it because you also have to remember that all of the items that are placed by owners, since they can be moved, it doesn't get rendered and compiled the same way as a developer designed scene. And so it doesn't become,
Understandable, but I mean,
It
this is
doesn't- it
basically
doesn't
a
become-
blank lot without a lot. Is basically what the tool is.
well, that and the entire POT is essentially a blank lot without a lot.
Yeah, okay, but
And you're able to place a crap ton of other
the
container type
flattening
things in it.
tool is basically just different lot sizes that you can't put houses on, in my opinion, at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And why do we have a blanket horse?
I don't know.
I know.
A blanket fell.
Because we can. I don't know.
It's a horse named Blanket.
No, it's blanket
know.
horse.
Put a blanket on it.
He's here to take care of the blanket foal. That's why we have a blanket horse.
Yeah. When it comes to actually fixing that POT tool and POT design, it's like I don't know of a good solution for it. And this is one where it's like, yes, it is a duct tape solution, but it may be.
Don't get me wrong. Gonna be happy
yeah.
to have, because there are plenty of places that need a lot of touch up in a lot of towns.
Oh, yeah.
And even in my town, I have yet to see how useful these are gonna be. I mean,
Well, I mean, it just came into the game, and we're 2 hours into the release.
well,
2
technically.
hours. Yeah. And they did actually update the forest POT template by a road that formerly led to a dead-end canyon has been transformed into a small path that leads into a little tree-flanked arbory meadow.
Meadow.
Yeah. Virtue banner was polished because the virtue symbols were originally developed for use on the shrines and were stylized to look like they were chiseled from heavy stone. And then when they first created the banners, they simply copied and pasted. And now they have created a new set of symbols for the banners without those heavy outlines. Yay. Deco movement.
Yes, our newly found colored cursors.
Yes, which is very evident whenever you have deco mode on and you can see certain things going green, yellow, or blue. It's like, yay. It's like, I can't move this couch. It's occupied. Woohoo.
That's
Although
not
I can't
right.
move it. No, I can move it. I can do all kinds of weird things. I was going to kick Mom out of my couch, but I decided not to.
Oh man, that would be a fatal mistake.
I know.
I'm just sitting here being all good.
I tell you what.
That,
Legs crossed and everything. Look at that.
that, or I was going to be pulling out the bed for that pull-out couch.
Why is everybody scooting their seat? Notice that?
Yeah, we did notice that earlier.
We noticed that earlier. We don't know why that's happening. But eventually, at some point in time, you will just randomly shift over a little bit to the right
watch
inside of your seat.
Scoot one way or the other way.
Yeah, everybody's doing it. Yep. Mom,
Maybe it's sitting lag. I don't know.
Gee, you gotta take a shower.
Oh, it's a sitting fidget animation bug. Geeks added animations and programmers are working on fixing it.
Ah, very interesting.
Yeah. So now you fidget in your seat while sitting there.
I ain't got enough problems.
Yeah. So what he's really doing is he's not realizing that, yes, I'm sitting on a folding chair, and that's why I fidget in my seat. It's not exactly comfortable.
Got an itchy ass.
And that was a weird song in for that song. What else am I going to play?
Couldn't tell you. Moving right along, we've got a couple minutes left here, so let's get a little bit more of these notes covered for everybody out here.
Okay, so houses and furniture fixes. A lot of houses and furniture were fixed. Release 47 raffle deed tickets are going to be announced probably tomorrow. The Release 48 raffle is going to be starting soon. And don't forget, they're only doing 10 Place Anywhere and 10 POT only deeds, which means to me, freaking useless. A bunch of updated pots came into the game.
Yeah, as I noticed that a couple of them had actually the word new, and I just don't get that. Yeah.
New edition. Well, remember, in order to actually have
I guess they hadn't locked their submission forms yet.
Yeah, they had never locked their submission form, and they were waiting for release before they did that. And so by doing that, it's like, hey, okay, finally, you got a new town, yay! And then we have
somebody who was asking. Somebody actually asked about that earlier. See, Nymph Grotto actually did get a name change. That's what the problem was.
Oh man, the new Pitmuck. Why would you change the name from Nymph Grotto to the new Pitmuck?
That's what I said.
Why would you do that? The new Pitmuck. Sea Nymph Grotto. Should have left it there.
What was wrong with the old name?
Perfect name. But they had to mess with it. Messed with perfection.
Right?
I'm lost, man. I can't go anywhere.
Just devastated.
That Sea Nymph Grotto, man, you screwed me up. How else am I going to be talking about like the Paxley or Borough of Towns with like Tentakill and Sea Nymph Grotto
you know
and nowhere?
You know who the governor is. Go complain to the governor. Go. What's wrong with these people?
What is wrong with you? If I had $50, I would say go rename the damn thing back to Sea Nymph Grotto.
Let's get to the heart of the business right here in crafting and artifacts, and then let's go ahead and wrap it up for today.
Crafting and economy, they will continue breaking the game by adding weird things.
Yay.
Artifact repair, salvage, enchant, and masterwork. Artifacts have undergone a major refactor to better align them with the rest of the economy. In order to not have them directly compete with crafted goods, they can no longer be repaired like regular items.
Like
Instead,
all
they
the
can
focus and heal potions.
Now you have to crush things in order to crush artifacts in order to get ancient essences. Yes, and those are used to artifact repair. And this will cycle artifacts out of the economy and require players to reacquire them periodically, once every 6 years, thereby simulating production. Cough, cough. Additionally, they have made artifacts a bit more dynamic by giving players the ability to enchant and masterwork them. Please note that artifact belts and instruments are not yet fully supported by our crafting system, so they cannot be masterworked or enchanted. Kabbalist gear, hoods, and weapons are becoming artifacts. The Dread artifacts, the Heart of Sorrows, Scepter of Dread, and Bone Steel Crown, remain quest items and are not being changed by this.
That is correct.
Yes, and artifacts are now indicated by a tooltip that says artifact.
Hey,
wait,
I'm an artifact. Hey, I'm an artifact.
Hold on. We can check this by my Embry Harp.
Hey, I'm a quest.
Hey, I'm a quest item.
Hey, my whole map sparkles blue now. Hey,
yeah,
my whole map sparkles blue now.
Hey, it's blue. So if you do look at your items, it will say artifact above the item type. Artifact. Yes. Unique components. They continue adding unique components that can be gained by salvaging weapons from certain enemies. These new components offer unique effects that can only be gained by using them as components in gear when crafting. So does this mean that they're going to actually make recipes discoverable again? Or are you going to have to go?
My understanding.
Are you going to have to go out and hunt down some weird recipe in order to craft some of these weird
going to have
components?
To break down and salvage the weapons in order to have a chance to get one of the pieces for the secondary materials, and then you'll still have to find or purchase said recipe to put those artifacts together.
Got a manual for that shit?
So So I'm going to have to find a recipe for something that will use the bandit blade, or are they going to make the bandit dagger, bandit short sword components automatically part of the generalized recipe? Because you have to remember that, like, if you want to make a copper hilt, you have to have the copper hilt recipe. It's not just the
Well, I'm
hilt.
guessing in order to make a bandit blade, you're going to need the bandit blade recipe and the components from the scraps that will be part of that recipe, is my understanding. Now, if anybody's played with this yet, please chime in and let us know.
That's why I'm asking that question, because it's like Shroud
and
math.
of course, the all-knowing Spiffco is not here today to tell us.
No, he's out doing weird things.
He's getting his blood pumped.
He's having that blood recirculated. What song am I going to play now?
You're going to play that song that says, we have the NBNN app available for you.
Oh, yeah, we do. Where's that NBNN app available?
It's available on the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store for all your mobile devices. And, of course, for those of you who have not checked, there are updates out there. Welcome to Release 48. And, of course, that app is updated pretty much on a daily basis. You'll catch our updated podcast every Monday through Friday. Of course, on Friday, you'll get that podcast. It'll stay over the weekend till next Monday. But you can check out the daily calendar. You can check out the Daily Britannian, updated 7 days a week for your convenience. Got all sorts of great news in there that's related to Shroud and the Avatar and beyond. Of course, you can do some shopping, and of course, the marketplace is updated daily. Everything's pretty much updated on a pretty daily basis. But of course, don't forget, if you want to keep track of the latest happenings, you need to follow us on NBNN's Shroud of the Avatar community calendar. Find out what's happening in your world inside Shroud of the Avatar today. And today's calendar brought to you by Winn-Dixie.
Winn-Dixie. I haven't been in one of those in like 30-something years. Don't forget that Google Calendar, the community calendar, is an aggregate of all of the available community calendars that Laz knows about. And if you have a Google Calendar related to Shroud of the Avatar, or if you want to start adding your events and you have a Gmail account, you need to message that guy at news@nbnn.info, and eventually he'll do something with that information to where weird things happen. And then eventually I might even be able to read off your said events. Don't forget, all times on the community calendar are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Britannia Time.
Oh, yeah, and don't forget, we also need your in-game nudes for the NBNN NBNN community calendar. Just email those pictures to nudes@nbnn.info, and eventually we'll have something. Otherwise, the calendar's just going to be me and Lass and Scroda. 12s and 6s around the clock, Monday through Friday. You can always tune in your ether amplifiers to Radio Free Britannia,
WRFB,
and listen to two idiots interpreting the news so you don't have to on a little show
right.
called Lunch with us. This afternoon at 7 p.m. You can always join Kazan Phoenix Fire or Malhari for Phoenix Republic PvE nights and go explore all kinds of different zones and kill things. At 7 p.m. on Radio Free Britannia is the 70s at 7, followed by none other than the
Nurse Justin tonight.
No Nurse Justin tonight.
No Nurse Justin tonight.
I guess she's still at that conference that she texted me pictures of.
He's something about getting wheels beneath her, but we won't go into major detail. She will be absent from the radio waves tonight, but she will be back next week.
Yep. And then the final event of the evening is going to be at 10 p.m. on Radio Free Britannia, and that is the Record Room.
The Record Room.
And that is our community calendar for this November 16th. To Thursday.
You know, think
Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud.
I would think what?
That people would be, scheduling events for release day, but never understood. Never understood why nobody actually scheduled anything for release day.
Well, they also don't seem to put certain events that occur on Friday, the day after release, onto the community calendar. I don't know why, considering
the guys who run that calendar at that studio down there. I don't know what the story is.
Well,
maybe need to put that on his list. But anyway,
it's not his responsibility. He's not the one running that.
Who's not, Barrick?
Yeah, not what I'm referring to. He's not responsible for that. That's someone else.
Oh, who's responsible for their Google Calendar? Do we know?
He's responsible for their Google Calendar.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. You're saying he's not responsible. I'm going.
Well, he doesn't even put his Friday stream on the calendar or anything else. So, yeah.
I know. Yeah, I know. Anyway, moving right along. Of course, don't forget you can tune in to us right here on NBNN, and you can tune in WRFB. You can watch us in replays on YouTube. You can listen to our podcast daily, or if you missed a show and you want to hear it in audio format, you can become a patron of ours. Go to patreon.com/NBNN, become a monthly supporter. You get some Discord rewards, you can get yourself some physical rewards, and you can get access to all the past shows in audio format for your listening convenience. Of course, if you guys want to come and join us, we're the only show on the air 5 days a week that invites you to come talk and join us and hang out in-game. Tell us what's happening in your world here inside Shroud of the Avatar. Come join in today's conversation, or just hang out and have a good time. Of course, don't forget to keep your support behind the Airy Fund. Become a supporter today and play for a cause. airyfund.org is gamers helping gamers, and of course, more causes coming soon. Coilmore Wands, putting the magic in your hands. Pete, did he finish your wand or your staff or whatever?
He did finish my staff, and it's excellent.
And he has a great
He definitely
job
put
with
the
that stuff, doesn't
he put the wood in your hands, didn't he?
Strong.
Yes, absolutely. Was it properly lubed and oiled when he put it in your hands?
Oh yeah, he wrapped it nicely.
Absolutely. And of course, you too can get your hands wrapped around the Coilmore wand. Just contact Arius Coilmore in-game and he'll get you all taken care of. Scrota's music service. It's Scrota. It's music. And it's a service. I think Scrota got a job last night. At least I know he had an offer. I don't know if he took anybody up on that offer. But the Britannia Mining Company wants you to come check out Market Road, and of course all the other bazaars. Black Rock Cove is now open to the public. There are lots available that you can just come right on in and claim, and of course there are prime lots available for rent. And if you want to grab yourself a lot, get yourself a market stall or anything else, you can contact Duke Ezekiel Cooper over in Black Rock Cove, and he'll get you all sorted out. Or if you're just looking for a small place to live and you don't care where it is, you can find yourself an empty lot and just go ahead on in and claim it. Black Rock Cove, located in the Quell region, right next to the town of Exeter, and conveniently located to the Exeter and Elysium mines. Relics by Rild, relicsbyrild.com for all your licensed Shroud Avatar swag. You're looking for those t-shirts, you're looking for those hats, you're looking for those patches. You want a cool coffee mug, you want to get your hands on the NBNN bumper sticker, go to relicsbyrild.com and check out all the great swag he's got out there available for you. And if you want to save a little money when you check out, use the promo code NBNN when you check out at relicsbyrild.com and you'll save 10% off your purchase. Excuse me. I had a frog in my throat today. WRFB bringing you the latest in music, news, and happenings right here on the in-game radio inside Shroud Avatar. You can catch us 5 days a week. You can catch the Divas Wednesdays and Thursdays, but not tonight. Of course, all sorts of other great happenings on the airwaves right here inside Shroud Avatar. And of course, wouldn't be complete without telling you about Shroud Marketplace. ShroudMarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable needs right here inside the game. Jack's going to tell you all about it.
You know, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy and sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. Anything and everything. From accounts, game gold. I mean, you saw that competition with the different players selling game gold where it's like, yeah, those.
Oh man, it's getting nasty out there. I tell you what.
Yeah, it's awesome. Anything and everything. I mean, people are selling cotton, 1,000 cotton for $3. I mean, you can buy all kinds of stuff out at Shroud Marketplace. Anything and everything, all the way to teleports and recall scrolls from these two guys. I mean, we definitely have different prices. You got to figure out who's got the better deal.
$4.99. Yeah. $4.49.
$4.49. Yes. All kinds of things on. Mine don't fizzle like his. He uses broken pulp. Don't forget, that includes in-game services. If you're looking for someone to help you out with some cheese sign writing, you can always contact Wolfdom Shop. If you're looking for some help leveling your characters, there's a GM miner who's willing to partner with you and go out and explore all kinds of zones. That's going to be MG Unity Shop. If you're looking for some generalized XP to fill up your pool, you can do Malice Power Hour. Or if you're looking for Armelian's Gold and more, he's got a 500k Adventurer XP boost. Scrota's music service thing, where $5 gets you
anything you want,
including Scrota. Or if you're looking for an in-game wedding, there's a guy that you need to talk to for that.
You got to talk to this guy over here because I've got what you need. including them bloody new tuxes and wedding gowns. If you want a bloodletting wedding, we've got the latest in bloody gear for you. If you want a regular wedding, I got plenty of wedding gowns and tuxedos to fit your whole party. Or if you're just looking for an event and you need some space, you come see me because I've got it. And of course, I'll be more than happy to customize your wedding or event to order.
Oh, yeah.
Weddings and more. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more.
Yep. Anything and everything. ShroudMarketplace.com. Don't forget, each of the vendors is responsible for setting their own prices, maintaining their own inventory, and they get paid as soon as you pay up and buy something, and they receive an email and they'll deliver things generally within a couple of hours. Sometimes a couple minutes.
Maybe.
Sometimes a couple minutes. I think the closest I've been is like 4 minutes between payment
I know
and delivery.
most everybody gets their stuff delivered pretty good. They
Yeah,
get
most
quick
of the stuff is
notifications
delivered
and,
within an hour. Yeah, most of it's delivered within the hour.
Haven't heard anybody unhappy with any of their transactions out there. And of course,
Nope.
I've been happy with all the folks who've made purchases, and I've made purchases from. A great way to get your stuff taken care of, bought and sold. But of course, you know what time it is? It's that time of the day.
Time to thank the most important people around here, and that's you guys. Yes, thank you for hanging out with us in Discord. Thank you for watching on Twitch, YouTube, or listening on Radio Free Britannia. We couldn't do the show without you guys, and we do it for you guys.
Oh, thank you.
It's all you, Spec. It's Spec.
That's right.
It's
we love
because
you guys,
you are so
and
awesome.
Of course, some of us we love more than others, and
It's all me. I know.
Yes, it is.
That's right. We got to get out of here for today. We will be back with your weekend roundup and more of the latest R48 information right here on Lunch with Laz and Jack. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Stay tuned for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings, latest hijinks and shenanigans right here on the NBNN lot. Till tomorrow, folks, have a great day. We'll see you all then.
Bye-bye.
Woohoo.